Welcome back. The FBI needs your help to track down a former North Olmsted man accused of smuggling guns overseas.
They're also looking for another man. He's associated with who used to live in Northeast Ohio, and he's on the FBI's most wanted list. These fugitives now living and traveling overseas, but investigators believe someone close to home may have info.
Investigator Sarah Goldenberg has a look inside this case in this week's Seeking Justice.
Two men who used to live right here in Northeast Ohio wanted by the FBI. First, we're looking at George Azel Tuni, a native of Lebanon who became a U.S. citizen in 2009. Cuyahoga County property records show he bought a home here on Bridgeport Drive in North Olmsted just 2 years before that. He also owned several pizza shops in the area. From 2011 to 2014, the FBI says Azel Tuni used cash to buy military and police-style pistols and rifles at gun shows and from private sellers.
At the same time, they would buy vehicles. They would disassemble the vehicles and they would hide these weapons, and then they would ship the vehicles from the United States to Lebanon.
We spoke with Special Agent John Breen with the FBI's Cleveland Joint Terrorism Task Force. He estimates Azel Tuni smuggled hundreds of guns into Lebanon.
What are the concerns there when you find out that someone is taking guns and smuggling them to another country?
You can imagine with all the conflicts going on in the world, to include foreign terrorist organizations, those weapons can get in the hands of anyone from a terrorist organization or criminals out there.
By the time the FBI was able to bring charges, Azel Tuni was in Lebanon. He's now 50 years old, also charged with naturalization fraud after investigators found he lied on his citizenship and passport applications.
His brother had citizenship at the time and brought over his wife. He was married to someone in Lebanon, and he had his brother marry his own wife in the United States in an effort to get citizenship.
The FBI tells us Azel Tuni is an associate of Nakal Nader, who goes by Mike and used to live in Cleveland. Nader runs a popular bar in Lebanon called Cheers Cousin Mike, where he's been spotted with Azel Tuni several times. Special Agent Breen tells us Azel Tuni may also be traveling abroad as a member of the security detail of Gibran Bassil, the former foreign minister of Lebanon.
He was sanctioned in 2020 by the State Department for his association with the foreign terrorist organization Hezbollah. So we want the public's help. We want to know if they are aware of any foreign travel outside of Lebanon. He could be using an alias or false passports or travel documents.
George Azel Tuni is 6'1", 186 pounds, has brown hair and brown eyes and tattoos on both arms. He's an avid volleyball player and speaks Arabic, English, and French.
Do you believe there are people here in Northeast Ohio who might know a small bit of information that might be enough to help you with this case?
Absolutely. There's a large Lebanese population in the greater Cleveland area, and they travel back over to Lebanon, and they have family members in Lebanon. So we're hoping that through communication that they learn some information and they can report that to the FBI.
Special Agent Breen says in many of these cases, the people closest to these fugitives may have more information. They urge anyone to come forward and said they can protect your identity. The FBI believes George Azel Tuni has been living in Lebanon for the past several years in the Batroun area. They're concerned he may still be trafficking weapons. Sarah Goldenberg, 19 News.
And if you have any information on either of these fugitives' whereabouts or know someone who does, you can contact the FBI at 1-800-CALL-FBI or go online to tips.fbi.gov. You can also contact your nearest U.S. consulate.